Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another great video. In today's video we're going to look at 5 cool hacks you need to know if you drive. Let's get started. So the first hack of the day is I have a problem where I normally leave my doors open. Now if you're leaving your doors open while driving, it is a bit of a safety risk. You can lean against it and you can fall off the car. It's not a very pretty sight. However, there is a hack to prevent that from happening. If your vehicle doesn't have one of those indication lights to tell you the door is open, look above your head. You'll see your dome light, and you can select your dome light to come on when your door is open. So if your door is mistakenly open, all you have to do is look up, and if you look up and your light is on, then hey, you left your door open. It's a simple matter of just opening it up and slamming it shut thereafter. And now for the second hack, which is actually a pretty cool one. If you don't have anyone to help you check out your light bulbs in your vehicle, especially in the back, and you're going to try and figure out now how am I going to switch the lights on and check it out at the same time. Especially if you want to hit your brake lights or your indicator lights or whatever and check them out. It's going to be quite a chore. But there is an easier way out. The easy way to do this is to just basically find a blank wall. Once you find a blank wall, you just reverse your car as close as possible to the wall, and thereafter you can just check your lights using your side mirrors and your rear view mirrors while sitting in the driver's seat without having to go up and down and check your light bulbs. And the reflections when testing your light bulbs will reflect against the wall. This is it's preferable that you do it at night rather than during the day, so it makes it easier to see. However, you should be able to see the reflections quite easily. And you can also do the same thing if you take the car and you face it towards the wall, where you can see now from the frontal area whether your lights and your indicators are working. Safety first. So the third hack is actually a pretty weird one. So what my whole family does is, if your car's got aircon and you need to defog or demist your windscreen and your windows, the simple thing they do is they put their aircon on, and then 5 seconds later they put it off. Then 5 seconds later they put it back on, and then they put it back off again. You know, every time you defog the thing, you put it off. Otherwise, you leave it on for too long, it starts to mist the other side of the windscreen, which means you have to use your windscreen wipers. Or it gets too cold inside the car and you have to put it off again. But the simplest solution is to just basically put your heater on as well. So when you put your heater on, what's going to happen is it's also going to warm the air that's coming out from the aircon. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep your cabin cool and the windscreen cool, but not too cold. And that means that you can drive without putting your aircon off and on, off and on, off and on. And it also means that you reduce the wear and tear on your aircon. So now that we come to the fourth hack, which is actually a bit of a safety hack. When setting your mirrors, the simplest thing to do when setting your mirrors, I don't understand why people do this. But when they normally set the mirrors, they normally set it to see at least half the car, their own car, and then half the road. No, that's not what your mirrors are there. You don't want to see half your car. I mean, yeah, you want to see a car if it's dirty and you need to clean it or whatever, but you don't have to. So the easiest way to set your mirrors is just to make sure that you only see a tiny bit of your car, or a thin silver of your car, and the rest road. And that will ensure that when you look in your rear view mirrors, you don't accidentally swipe someone out. And now for the fifth hack and the last hack, which is actually an essential and pretty nifty hack if you think about it. So when I have a habit of coming towards my garage door, which is electric, so that means I have to take my remote out and press it. However, I tend to have my company remote in there and my other house remote is there. So by the time I rummage around and find it, and a little bit of swearing and stuff involved, and then I eventually find my remote, and then eventually find the button that I'm supposed to press, and press the button, and then voila. 5 minutes later, I have opened my garage door. However, to simplify it, the simplest thing for you to do is to stick your remotes onto your sun visor, or clip it on, or do whatever, as long as it's on there. And then what happens is, when you come up towards your garage door, all you need to do is remember that your remote's above you and just hit the button. You look like a pretty cool guy from the outside, where you're just pressing your roof and then suddenly your garage door is opening. But it's actually a pretty cool and safe hack that you can use instead of waiting outside your house looking for your keys and finding the right remote in order to open your garage door. So if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more daily content. Until next time.